All right, so sorry. The legend continues, right? So we're going to find the replacement of the middle term for a plus 5x. So we're going to focus on the number 12 and the number 28. All right, so it's going to start off like this. All right, now I think we can put it together. And sometimes just by looking at it, the answer is so clear. All right, so that's going to look like a 16 right here. All right, and if we add an x to that, if we add this 16 to that 5 right there, we're going to get 21. So why don't we write 21 right here? And 3 times 7 is also 21. So it's safe to say that we have the right terms, right? 21 minus 16 will give us 5. And these are the signs. All right, so can we speed this up? And after this, we'll have plus 21x divided by 3 is going to be, and the result of that is going to be, all right, so give me a second. Yeah, where was I? Okay, right. So we'll have a bracket here and a bracket here. Yeah? And the 3 minus 4x will go from that to in here. And what is in blue will go in here. So it will happen like this and something like this. Yeah? 4 times 3, 12. 4 times minus 4 minus 16x. 7x times 3 is a plus 21x. Right. So, yeah, it's all together now. Now, remember we had a 21 and a 16, right? 21 and 16x. So we're just going to write what we remember. All right, so we'll put down the 2 brackets, yeah? Now with 12 and 16 being multiples of 4, or in the 4 times table, then safe to say that 12 over 16, if you were to reduce that, it would be 3 over 4. So, yeah, our HCF is going to be 4. Specifically, a plus 4. So, if we do our division, it should look like that. Now, we're going to copy and paste this right here to over here. So now that we've done this, 28x squared divided by 4x, 28 over 4 is 7, x squared over x is x. So on the left over here, we'll have a 7x. Yeah, something like that. So the left will be the blue, the right will be the black. So the left is blue with the right being black. Yeah, I think we handled that. So we're going to do this, but we're also going to do this. And it's not really much different. It's different, but not much different. All right, so we start with this. Then we move on to this. Now, a lot of times, I'll be tempted to group 7 by 5. A lot of times. It may work, it may not work. It works sometime, it works the other time. So let's see. The left is 40 and the right is 35. Now, if it's negative, these are your signs. If it's positive, these are your signs. Right? So that is the integral and important difference. So essentially, our replacement for plus 5x or minus 5x is going to be a mixture of 40 and 35. But all you need to do, if it's, if it happens to be wrong, you just switch around the signs. All right, so we'll do what we normally do, right? Five times 5, 5 times 7, the HCF is 5, so we'll put 5 out here. So that's looking like 5 minus 7x. So tell me what we're doing right here. In other words, what we're proving here is that if we do plus 40x divided by 5, we're going to get plus 8x. If we do minus 56x squared divided by minus 7x, we're still going to get a plus 8x, and we're putting it right here. Alright, so there you go. So I guess we can rub out the little rough work now. So now if we multiply this by this, we'll end up with that over here. Multiply this by this, we end up with that over here. So we're going to copy and paste this over here. Alright, so 2 brackets again, right? So put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, right? Obviously the blue will go in here, so we'll take that 5 plus 8, sorry, 5 plus 8x. I will put that on the left right there, right? And then we take the 5 minus 7x, right? And that will be over here, right? Now obviously if there's an equal 0, there are further steps, so I will do those after the fact. Right? But I guess this will be the first portion of doing that. If we can manage to make it here, then once it's equal to 0, we'll have 5 plus 8x equals 0, or 5 minus 7x equals 0. The plus is a little tricky, because you're going to minus 5 from both sides. Yeah, or you can minus 8x from both sides too. It just depends on, because I prefer having the 8x on the left and the 5 on the right. That's me. When I see it like this, I get a bit, yeah. I have OCD when it comes to that. So I'd rather have this over here and that over there. But anyway, story for another day. So in the other videos that I'll do, once we make it to here, which we've already done, we'll just do that last step when it's equal to 0. But for now, we're dealing with the expression and not the equation, right? The expression is when there's no equal sign, and then, otherwise an equal sign. Now I believe something is missing. Yeah, that's what was missing. Alright, so we'll deal with this part over here, right? So 5 by 7 and 5 by 5, the HCF is 5, so let's put the plus 5 on the outside. And now we will have 7x minus 5. Right. And then of course we'll copy and paste the 7x minus 5. And now you can either divide this 56x squared by the 7x, or the minus 40x by the minus 5. Either way, you'll end up with your answer out here. Either way, it's a positive 8x. And now we move on to the final step. And there we go. The final step.